Probably the most important three-year-old contest over 1,600 metres run at Turffontein is the Johnson Workwear Dingons, and all of Purple Picture, Give Me Another Chance, a horse called Sandringham Summit, and the Africa House will be missing from the lineup in the Hollywoodbets Cape Guineas.
Purple Picture's in second. The Africa House is third at the moment. Sandringham Summit on the extreme outside is trying to rush on with about 6 to go. It's still Give Me Another Chance. Give Me Another Chance seems to have it from Purple Picture. Give Me Another Chance. Purple Picture's coming at him again. And at the line, Purple Picture got him.
Going by the comments of jockey Grant van Niekerk, who'll be riding Hlasui for the Justin Snaith stable, and Nick Johnson, it's going to be very hard to beat Hlasui. But there are some other contestants, and I haven't had a chance to speak to Justin Snaith or Dean Cannemeyer or Candice Bass-Robinson or even Brett Crawford for that matter, that have got undeniable chances. There's only one visitor in the race, and that is a horse called Tail of the Comet. He's a son of Gimme the Green Light. Very impressive individual, having his third run after the rest. And former champion trainer Sean Tarry, we caught up with him at his Randkiesfontein office to find out exactly how his preparation has gone and what he expects from Tail of the Comet and the other runners in the race for the Hollywoodbets Cape Guineas.
The last time they ran in the Cape Punters Cup, that race was run at 3.8 seconds slower than a maiden or a D division on the same day. So the form is really, really muddling. Tail of the Comet, his first run in Cape Town was very good. The jury is out on the field that he beat, but his second run in Cape Town obviously left us all scratching our heads. He is a temperamental colt, and I don't think it was that. I just feel that maybe he travelled a little too well in a very slow run mile. It is puzzling because the horses that were sitting last and second last ended up fighting the race out in a slow run race. That doesn't normally happen, but I just think that they were very economical at the back of the field. He was travelling. They came out nice and early and started their momentum, and we were a little stop-start and maybe had not a lot to come because he over-raced. That's probably my analysis of his last run. I have to give him a lively chance. His work is good. Our enthusiasm hasn't been dampened on his last run. Maybe the second run in Cape Town, also a bit of a flat run. I'm not too sure. I don't have the explanation. But I think a horse that you have to take seriously is a horse called Jerusalem Rain, based on the three horses that we chatted about: Lucky Lad, Main Defender, Sandringham Summit. He's having his third run after a rest. He was running on strongly over a 1300 at Gravel, and he may just be a horse that everybody misses. But I think he's got proper form.
Ready to charge, has made a beeline towards the inside. He's 3 lengths off the leader, Tanango. Then comes Captain Arrow. Tyrion Lannister dropped away. Underworld, Future Variety. Then Jerusalem Rain, ready to charge. Continues to wear down the leaders. Into the final 150, Future Variety. Hit the front, ready to charge. That starts coming back to bite. And Future Variety is going to take it out. Future Variety over Captain Arrow. Then came Underworld, and Jerusalem Rain ran fourth.
Questioning was probably also a victim of the slow run race, so we don't know how good he is, but he's got a lovely draw. And Justin's two horses obviously very good chances. So I do think it is a wide open race, but I think that was probably maybe one of our worst runs. And if we've only got a few lengths to find third run after a rest, seems like there will be a better pace over here. I'm quite optimistic of a very, very big showing.
Has this always been Tail of the Comet's mission all the way along?
It was his mission based on what else there was in Cape Town for him. So while Cape was his mission because there's 2 lucrative sales races and the Guineas is perfectly situated for him to have a proper crack at it, yes, it was always on our radar, coupled with the 2 sales races.
Now, Justin from Mark tells me that Beach Bomb's one hell of a filly, but he's hearing from the grapevine that this filly of the Basses is even better than her, and apparently over her starting stall issues. Very big talk about her. A filly in the Colts race, not impossible. Empress Club did it, Star Effort did it.
Yeah, listen, I mean, her 2 wins seem to be impressive, and what's nice is that she's a filly that seems to roll along up handy or in front. And I think the boys would have to be on their toes to make sure a filly like that doesn't, get an easy lead and skip at the top of the straight. So it does certainly open up the race even more. Already a very open race, but I wouldn't disregard her at all.
The favourite of the Guineas is a horse called Seslui, and Justin tells me he stood next to this horse in the winners' enclosure. He's a proper horse with Group 1 written all over him.
Any horse that comes from the back of the field in a slow run race has got gears and a turn of foot, and in Cape Town, turn of foot is basically what you need, because you often have these races that are run at a pace that is just short of optimal, and whoever turns it on can get the job done.
Okay, one final subjective question. The date of the race. Justin confirms that it's always 3 weeks after the Fillies Guineas, giving you enough time to run in the Lormerans King's Plate if you so choose to do so, and like Horse Chestnut did go for the Met. Is the timing ideal in terms of where it used to be run? Because when I look at some of the history books, the Guineas used to be run in January. What's your gut feel about the timing of the race and the holiday crowd, etc., etc.?
I think the Cape's holiday season is not in full swing yet, and so it's a little bit in between. From a timing point of view, into the Queen's Plate or the King's Plate, it's perfect. It's, I think, 2 weeks after the Fillies Guineas, but the chances are very few fillies are going to go for the Fillies Guineas and the Colts Guineas, and worked out that this filly was scratched because she wouldn't load, so it's just a plan B that's worked out. But I think in terms of timing, it's good. Gives you an opportunity to get to Cape Town and give your horse a run. Alternatively, if you want to ride from Joburg, our big race is 3 weeks before that race. So, in terms of crowd participation and marketing and all that, I can't comment. But in terms of a program that flows for the horse, I don't think there's anything wrong with where it is right now.